Hi everyone, welcome to your October messages for 2020. Hello, welcome. If you are new here, hi, welcome to the channel. Happy to have you here. Please feel free to like, share, and subscribe while you're here. And if you're returning, hi, welcome back. Happy to have you here. As always, all of my information is in the description box below, so you can email me if you'd like to book your own personal appointment and reading or service, because I do Reiki. And if you're in Ohio, I am a licensed minister. And soon, some exciting news. I have an office space coming up. So your mid-month or at the latest November messages might have a little bit of a different background. We'll see. So thank you all so much for your continued love and support. Thank you so much. I send it right back to you. You can also follow me on social media. So in the link tree, if you just click on that, you can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, etc. So all of that information is below, as well as all of the decks that I am using today. Some more announcements, and I do this for those of you who are new, I do this on the general reading so I don't have to repeat it for all of the other videos. So I'm going to be doing a Facebook Live series I've put together, and it's all up. It's just not all published yet because I don't want to confuse people just yet. But I usually put them out about a week in advance. I have for each week in October my series that I have entitled Witchy Things, hence my shirt. So, and all of my lovely Halloween-y kind of stuff going on around me here. So I've chosen to title it Witchy Things, not to be derogatory towards witches or wizards or warlocks or however you identify, but to be inclusive and to be a little fun, because that's, to me, what it's all about. To have fun, to honor, and the first one that I'm doing is myths and debunking those myths around witching and witchy stuff and all the things that make people afraid or think, oh no, that's not something you should be doing. So my first, very much intentional, was to basically debunk all those myths. So to make people not so afraid. So no cultural appropriation intended by any means. It's actually to help people become more aware and accepting. And then they go on, so different stuff. And I'm going to end the month with Samhain, which looks like Samhain. It's Celtic and they speak differently. So Samhain, Halloween, and Day of the Dead. So just how different cultures celebrate the same kind of stuff at that end, to that end of the spectrum. Also, I am making more content for the channel, and I know I threatened that in September, but I did step back for about a week or a week and a half, just because I needed to recharge my batteries. So I'm back. Here we go. Very excited about October. I love this time of year. The fall colors are coming in, and all the pumpkin and apple cider and all that good stuff. So I love it this time of year. I even dyed my hair purple because that's what I do at this time of year. I go dark. I'm also starting Vimeo. So I'm going to do some extended stuff in individual zodiac signs rather than I'm still going to do all of the free content that is the weekly and monthly messages for the 4 elements that the zodiac signs fall into and the general reading. But I'm going to do individual zodiac signs, and you can find those on Vimeo, and those will be available for purchase. So yay, expansion. Now, moons. We start this month with a full moon on the 1st or 2nd, depending on where you are in the world. So yay, we're off to a great start, right? Full moon in Aries, 1st or 2nd, and that one's the harvest moon. So that's when, they're doing the harvest. So this, as all full moons, are great for release. So what are the seeds that you have planted that is now time to harvest? And we don't keep everything, we just keep what is useful. So if it's no longer serving you, let it go. Then we have the new moon in Libra, because hi Libra, we're in Libra season now. And that is on the 16th. So mid-month, we're going to be in the new moon of Libra. And I'll do a reading for everybody on that one too. And Libra is, and I have a Libra moon, and it's a beautiful sign that's all about balance and beauty and love. Venus rules Libra, so that's where the love part comes in. Very fair, very balanced. You get all sides of the story. So if you find yourself being more compassionate towards others and kind of stopping and thinking before you react and getting both sides of the story and knowing that the truth is somewhere in the middle, there's some karma coming down. Think of Libra is represented by the Justice card. So if you have a tarot deck, or you can just Google the Justice card, whether it's traditional Rider-Waite-Smith tarot or another lovely deck, as we all know, I'm kind of a deck fanatic. So I use another term, but I do try to keep it PG-13 on the channel. I love my decks, Oracle and Tarot, all of the above. So with Libra, you're probably finding yourself a little more centered and grounded and balanced, and kind of, not that you're stopping or backing up, but you're definitely thinking before you step forward. And also there could be some judgments coming down, some karma coming around. I'll talk about some planets here in a minute. Planetary action that's going on, that's going to kind of shift and match this energy. So think of it like if you're going through a breakup, or you might decide to get a divorce, or you might end a contract of some sort. That's this time of year. And fall is a great time for that as well. Then we have the second full moon for October. So it is a blue moon. It also happens to be on Halloween. So on the 31st, we are going to have our hunter's moon. So, you know, everything's cooling down, hunting. So you might feel an urge to go hunt your prey, so to speak. So basically, like going after what you want. You've slowed down. We're going to be transitioning. That'll happen in Scorpio season, which is represented by the Death card. So it all works out. So yay. And I will do a full moon reading for both the 2nd and the 31st. Kind of intense energy. Yeah. So this is just kind of an overview. I'll go deeper in on those individual readings. Mercury is going retrograde. Aren't we all excited? Yay, collective groan. All right, so October 14th to November 3rd. And those of us in the US, November 3rd is a very important date. If you haven't registered to vote, vote. Okay. Anyway, so Mercury is going to go retrograde for a few weeks. Of course, there's always the shadow period that's about a week before and a week after, but it's not as bad as the actual in the throes of it all. So we'll do a Mercury retrograde reading and kind of look and see what this retrograde's here to teach us. Retrogrades really aren't to be feared. Everybody kind of, but really what retrogrades are great for is reevaluating, reviewing, releasing, renegotiating, all the re's. So we'll talk more about that later. But Mercury going retrograde, all the planets go retrograde eventually, but Mercury, it just happens more often. And Mercury is the planet of messages. Mercury is the messenger, Roman god of messenger. Well, he wasn't a god. He was the messenger to the gods. Roman mythology. History was one of my minors in college. So everybody gets a history lesson eventually. So Mercury going retrograde, it does affect our day-to-day communications. Triple check your spelling and grammar and all the stuff before you hit the send on that email. Expect letters and stuff to be delayed, glitches in technology, which is nothing new for me, but that kind of stuff. And it's going to start in Scorpio and end in Libra because it goes backwards. So the last one was in July. It ended in July. It was like the last week of June to mid-July. So look back see what might have happened then and what you can expect. Not everybody experiences retrogrades the same. Typically, those who were born, do your birth chart. If you were born during a Mercury retrograde, it might not be so bad for you. But see where it lands in your chart. And this is the last one for the year. So not until 2021 will we have another one. So that's good news. Mars is still in retrograde in Aries, its ruling planet. Or Mars is the ruling planet of Aries. You knew what I meant. And that's been happening since September 9th, and it's going to go until November 14th. So Mars being in retrograde, basically it slows us down, much to our chagrin, and can be very frustrating. So look up Mars retrograde, see where Mars is in your chart, see where Aries is in your chart. My Mars is in Aries, so yeah, I get to deal with a lot of stuff. You might as well. Then Saturn did go direct on September 29th. So yay there. And basically it's been since May 11th, so about mid-May through the 29th of September. So for quite a few months there, we've been dealing with relationship stuff and with long-term goals and planning. So that has probably really affected your relationships in every aspect of your life, for better or for worse, and your long-term goals and planning. Because Saturn also rules Capricorn, which is it's an earth sign, likes to plan. They tend to be bosses and leaders. So it's caused you to kind of review that kind of stuff in your life. Neptune is also still in retrograde in its ruling sign. You know what I mean? Pisces. Neptune rules Pisces. And that's happening through November 29th. So we've got another almost 2 months, month and a half or so. And that is all about spirituality. So you've probably been reflecting on your spirituality. What do you believe? Where do you fall on the spirituality spectrum? Have you been questioning what you've been taught all your life? Were you raised in the church and now you're kind of like, I don't know if that's even right. Maybe I feel more drawn towards Buddhism or New Age or whatever it might be for you. Exploring other religions just to get more information to understand the people around you. That's always a great thing to do as well. And Pluto is going direct on the 4th, October 4th, and it's been in retrograde since April. So the planet Pluto is all about transformation and change. So there likely has been quite a bit of transformation and change. And it can be within yourself, could be in whatever's going on around you, could be in a specific area like relationships or work or your home. There's been a lot of change, necessary change that's been happening in the world. So let's keep that momentum going. And of course, Chiron, the wounded healer, not technically a planet, but definitely one of our celestial bodies here in our solar system. He's been in retrograde for quite a while and will continue to be through December 15th-ish, so mid-December. Just bringing up stuff for you to work through, not to torture you, but all of that emotional baggage. So kind of something to consider if there's been something that's come up for you, whether it's like wounded yourself, inner child, mother, father kind of stuff, your upbringing. So really digging deep and getting into some major healing. So definitely don't shy away from it. Do your releasing, any rituals that you have, seek out spiritual counseling or a healer. I do Reiki. So contact me if there's something that I can help you with for sure. And I'm happy to do that. I am certified to do distant Reiki. So yes, it can be done no matter where you are in the world. And I think that's it for astrological happenings. Not like that wasn't a lot, right? So here we go. Let's get into the reading. So I'm going to use 2 decks as always, for the general spread. I am using the Tarot de la Nuit for the main spread. And then I got a new deck legit today in the mail. I'm so excited. It's the Wizards Tarot. So I have the Witches Tarot and now I have the Wizards Tarot. And I'm really excited because they are beautiful cards. Dragons are on the back. They're just gorgeous. I'll show you in a little bit. So, let's see. This is general. As always, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it doesn't feel right, that's okay. Hopefully there's something in here that you can take with you. And also, gender is always neutral. If I say he or she, it's the depiction of the card, like the Queen of Cups or King of Cups. At the end, I will pull, I do have my selection of various oracle decks. And they're all Halloween-y, of course. So we'll be digging into those. I do have a new one. It's vampires. Lucy Cavendish vampires. I'm so excited. I love vampires. And I'll also pull for each individual zodiac sign a card or two, depending on how many come out. Just so that everybody can be included and have some messages if you choose not to go into the meeting. No pressure. Just extra content, extended readings will be there, etc. If the situation, if the story that I'm telling through the cards fits, but I say it's you and it's the other person and vice versa, feel free to switch roles. Don't try to shoehorn yourself into a reading that doesn't fit for you. But if the storyline fits, but the roles are reversed, totally fine. Do that. Ooh, Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Interesting. You want me to look at the bottom? The High Priestess. Beautiful. Hey, Pisces. So we have the Ten of Swords. That's all about, to me, this card brings out the Ten of Swords energy of just surrender. The World in reverse. Interesting. Right in the middle. The Tower in reverse. Interesting. For those of you who don't know, I love the Tower. So seeing it in reverse, it's like, eh. And then the Empress in reverse. All right, guys, what is going on? So lots of wonky energy. So with the no, it's not the 9. To me, it looks like the 9. It's the 6. See, upside down. Threw me off. It's the 6 of Pentacles. So feeling like things aren't really fair and balanced. Maybe you feel like that hasn't been your story. Even though we're in Libra season, maybe the karma that's coming through is because things haven't been. So this is, the High Priestess is encouraging you to connect to your intuition, to allow Spirit to talk to you, to go within and see where Spirit can lead you. Ten of Swords, you're just mentally exhausted. Tens are completions, so you're done with that. You're done with whatever situation. It has been weighing so heavily on your mind, and you're just like, I'm not gonna be able to handle this anymore. See how he or she is looking up? If that feels right for you, go within, look up, just surrender. Surrender to the universe. Sometimes that's the best thing to do. Just let it go. Surrender what doesn't serve you. Surrender trying to control a situation. Surrender whatever just has been weighing so heavily upon you. The World in reverse. So the World is about completions and endings of cycles. So maybe it's that it isn't over. We're not quite there yet. We need to keep going. The Tower in reverse tells me that this isn't a major change, even though it's major arcana. This is something that's going to be, it's not like a big boom. It's a little more quiet. It's more like boom. Something that's even an internal change. An internal, I mean, that makes sense. Look at these two cards. So with these two cards, when you surrender and that change, Pluto, transformation and change, when you allow that, when you surrender to the change that's occurring, it's not going to be this big tower falling moment. It's more going to be like an opening rather than a collapse. Never channeled it that way before. Interesting. The Empress in reverse. So you're not feeling nurtured. The Empress is all of the queens combined. So we're turning her on her head. And maybe that's how you feel right now. You feel like you're completely turned upside down by whatever's going on. So love yourself. It surprised me to see the Queen of Cups here in a little bit. So now we're going to use my new deck. I'm so excited. Like, look, let's see. It's this way. How beautiful those cards are. I'm so excited. All right. So the Six of Pentacles in reverse and the High Priestess. Feeling like things aren't really balanced, not really fair, not working in your favor. Maybe you feel like somebody's been unfair to you. Ooh, Ten of Cups in reverse. Yeah. Definitely for some people, this is the ending of a long-term relationship. You don't have to be married, but you were probably living together, or you were together for a long time, and it's just not, it's not working anymore. Ooh. Okay. What is this? Oh, Nine of Cups in reverse. Okay. Definitely, the Nine of Cups is a wish granted, wish is fulfilled. So that's not what you wanted. Very few of us enter a long-term relationship and stay there when we think that it's never going to work. Obviously, why would we do that? There's something that's coming to light, and it is causing an upheaval. The Wheel. Divine timing, fate, like it was a matter of time is what I'm hearing. And now it's time. And it might not feel good, but it's necessary. It's a necessary change. Tower in reverse again. Yeah, it might not be this big commotion around this ending. It might just be more of a, I'm just not happy. I don't want to do this anymore. This relationship is no longer positively serving me. We're not carrying each other any farther in a healthy way. No, okay. Just making sure that there wasn't a devil energy here. It's just more like it fizzled out. It fizzled out. Ace of Wands in reverse. It's just not working. And you're surrendering. Though it might not feel good, it's not really what you intended. It's not what you were trying to manifest. It's just not working anymore. And that's okay. It can be very hard to accept. Like, no, we are married and we have to stay married. That paradigm is gone. That is an old boomer energy kind of thing where people are, there goes my dryer. So yeah, that's an old way of thinking, old way of being. Now we know if something's no longer serving us, a job, a relationship, a living situation, whatever it is, if it's not working anymore and you've tried, it's okay to say, this isn't working for me anymore. It's not working for either of us anymore. And now we need to move on because everybody deserves to be happy. One of the things that I hear most in mediumship readings is, I just want you to be happy. Because life is short. This lifetime is short. Even if you live to be 100, it's short. And it's not a matter of how many years you have, it's the life in your years. So definitely take a step back, evaluate, connect with your intuition. If something doesn't feel right, Six of Pentacles in reverse, then it's not right. Accept it and move forward. Eight of Cups, walking away. Can't make this stuff up, guys. You just can't. Walking away from a situation, just, I'm done. I'm done. That looks like, except for the 8 cups, like you're just kind of, you've moved everything out. The house is empty. And it's time to go. New adventures await. And that's okay. Like I said, it might not be easy to accept. But sometimes you just got to move on. All right. 10 of Swords. And we got a couple. Five of Pentacles in reverse. Coming in out of the cold. This has been going on for a long time. Winter could be significant as well. So before winter, wherever you are in the world, before winter is over, or when winter is over. So there's possibly a timing for whoever resonates with that. You're just feeling like I need to surrender this. And that surrender, that act of surrender brings you in out of the cold. 3 of Swords in reverse. Yeah, you were heartbroken, but now it's like, you know, I mean, it was kind of a little bit of an ow, but you're not finding out about, I mean, you could, there's always the possibility that there was a third party involved. But really, it just is. It just needs to happen. Like I said, it might not feel good, but it's not going to be this huge upheaval. Even if you have been married for 10 years, it's not going to be this huge, everything comes crashing down. It's going to be more like, yeah, I'm not really happy either. 2 of Pentacles, balance. I love how she's in the lotus. My fellow yoga practitioners. Beautiful. That's a beautiful depiction of the 2 of Pentacles. She has the power. She is channeling the power to balance. And they're perfectly balanced. One is not higher than the other. So this is all in balance. And you have a choice. Do I stay or do I go? And there are pros and cons either way. So this is where you need to, High Priestess, connect to your divine intuition and figure it out. Page of Pentacles, study. Page of Pentacles is the ultimate student. Weigh your options, really dig deep, look into what's best. What is best for everybody? Do your homework. Figure it out. If it is a legally binding kind of thing, like a marriage, is the house in both of your names? Do you both have your names on the cars? Bank account, that kind of stuff. So do your homework and know your options before you move forward. The World. Okay. World in reverse here. We got the Magician. I see this as the sign of Aries. So hi, Aries. You're manifesting. You're in control. You get to write and create whatever it is that is going to be this new opportunity for you. King of Cups. So, hey, water signs, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Could be you, could be the other person. In general, this is somebody who is emotionally mature. So you're not out to get each other. You're very much balanced, emotionally mature, and really seeing all sides. So here we go, Libra season. And not playing any kind of mind games, not being manipulative, none of that stuff. He's upright. So he's in control. And the Queen of Wands here, so fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sag. It's a beautiful depiction. I love her. So this could be something about 2 water signs here. The Queen of Wands is somebody who's very passionate. She's very much in control. She knows what she's doing. She is nurturing in that she's inspiring. She wants to see you succeed. So emotion, control, passion, what is it that you want to create? Two of Swords. So we have the Two of Pentacles and the Two of Swords, making choices. She very much looks like she's in action. Be careful that you're not just kind of flailing around and somebody gets cut. So be careful, but you're definitely choosing something. You've done your studies, you've done your homework, you've looked into it, and now you're ready to make a choice. Six of Swords, you're moving on. Oh, I love this depiction. I love it. I mean, you can kind of feel the fear in that mother with her child and how they're just moving forward in whatever way that means for them. But I love that they are in like a motorbike. That's amazing. I love it. Amazing depiction. And there is a celestial, like it's a rainbow, but it's got all of the planets and the stars in it. So that's telling me that though it's clearly nighttime, they're being divinely guided. So as you're making this choice and you are choosing to move forward, the Knight of Swords in reverse. So you're not making any rash decisions. This is the fastest moving knight in the deck. And hey, air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, could be leaving one of those signs. But it's not a rash decision. You thought about this. You did your homework. You're thinking it through and really deciding what it is you want to create in your life. Tower in reverse, which we got twice. Remember that. The Moon. That which is being hidden is now being revealed. Also, signs of Pisces and Cancer. So we got more water energy here. Oh, okay. So now we have the Knight of Pentacles. Again, slow moving energy, makes a plan. Be careful not to get too rigid about sticking to your plan. You do need to be negotiable. So sometimes we have to reevaluate and adjust our sails. But in general, just very, and hey, earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, being very thoughtful about how you're moving forward and planning ahead of time. The Sun in reverse. So again, this is not like, yay, I'm moving on, bye. It's more like, okay, you're kind of, I don't want to say that you're accepting defeat because it doesn't feel that way, but you're accepting that it isn't what you were trying to do to begin with. It's what has now happened. And though you're not super thrilled about it, you are doing it out of love. Two of Cups, soulmates. People come into our lives. Soulmates tend to be romanticized, but we have different types of soulmates. We have parents, mentors and teachers, bosses, coworkers, your best friend, a sibling, somebody who can be, somebody can be a soulmate in any area of our lives. They just tend to be romanticized. So this is also to me about doing it out of love. Like, I love you, but I'm not in love with you. I love you, therefore we need to go our separate ways so that we can grow. I've been through that. And it's really hard to accept, but man, does it feel good once you realize you surrender. Ten of Swords, you surrender, and you realize that it really was the best thing that needed to happen. All right, Empress in reverse. Woo. There's the Devil. So, hey Capricorn. Oh boy. Okay. So, could be Capricorns, but don't take offense to this, okay? It's the energy. I did not assign the zodiac signs to the major arcana, so don't shoot the messenger. The devil energy is about addictions, enslavement to ideas or addictions. They don't have to be drugs, sex, alcohol, gambling. It could be that you're addicted to a way of being. Maybe this relationship has been comfortable in a way that, hey, all my bills are paid, I've got food on the table, I can do what I want with my money, and having another income in the household is really helpful. This could be romantic, it could be a roommate, it could be family, it doesn't matter. But yes, drugs, sex, alcohol, gambling, that kind of stuff can very well have contributed to this. Could also be just having that mentality of enslavement to some sort of complacent behavior. 3 of Cups. So that could definitely be celebrations, like, all right, we're seeing the silver lining here. But with this devil energy, I'm thinking it's something probably more along the lines of third party. I know I said it earlier with the 3 of Swords. So for somebody in there, you're finding out about a third party. It could be another person, or it could be that they are enslaved to their work. Maybe somebody is a workaholic, or they're so devoted to climbing their way up the food chain at work that they are just like never home. They're always focusing, the business is the other woman kind of thing. I'm married to my work. You know, that I am married to my wife, but I am married to my work as well. This, my spirituality, it is everything that I love. And I love being here and sharing with you guys the energy that's coming through. And hopefully it's resonating in some way for people. Every time that I do Reiki and that I share, that I do spiritual counseling and listen, it sets my soul on fire and I love it. But it never is at the detriment of my family. My family is first. I never want my son to feel like he plays second fiddle to my work. So it could very well be that the third party is work. So just a different way of looking at it. Doesn't always have to be another person. It could be something else. Or it could be that addiction. 7 of Swords in reverse. I actually like this depiction of the 7 of Swords. Kind of fun. But in reverse, which is good. It's not necessarily, the 7 of Swords is about sneaky behavior. So it's not necessarily that somebody is sneaking around. It could be very obvious. It could be that work thing. Like, I am so busy building my empire that nothing else matters. That maybe that's what's being revealed to you. Maybe it's you or your spouse or whoever else is around that you are noticing, oh my gosh, I'm not being treated as well as I could be or I used to be. The business is now more important. Our relationship is deteriorating because the business is more important. Not that I understand money is what makes this world go round. It is the energy. It's greed that is the bad thing. So you have to allow, there's that delicate balance, hey, Libra season, that delicate balance of, yes, absolutely, I want to build this business because I want us to have a better life. I want us to be able to, I want to be my own boss so that I can take off whenever I want and we can go on vacation. I want my business to be successful so that we can go on those vacations. We can get a new vehicle whenever we need to, that we can upgrade the house instead of renting, now we own. Or we have the ability to expand our family and live comfortably, to save for college or retirement. That is awesome. That is the goal, right? However, it's when the blinders get put on and it's it becomes all about that whole, my business is the most important thing, and I'm working on it from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. and I'm basically just sleeping. And we never do anything anymore as a family. I'm snapping at you. I don't treat you as well, or I only treat you well when I'm on camera, or we're out building the business, putting flyers up in the neighborhood. Oh yeah, we look like we're having so much fun. Anybody can put anything on social media, right? Not everything is authentic. And you'll always be able to know. Use that gut instinct. We all have it for a reason. We all have intuition. We all have that connection. You just have to untrain yourself, because we have been trained to only see what's in front of us and what's logical. And that's not always the best thing. Sometimes you have to be open to those gut feelings. Like, that just doesn't feel right. That is our sixth sense. That is biological programming. Hey, don't go around that corner. There's a wolf there that's going to attack you. From our caveman days. It's the same thing of something doesn't feel right. Something doesn't feel authentic. I hope that I come across as an authentic, real person, because yeah, curse words fly. What you see is what you get. Anybody who's watching this that knows me will tell you, this is who I am. My personality comes out. I couldn't be another way if I wanted to. It's just not who I am to be inauthentic, to be fake. I don't have time for that. There's no reason for that. If you resonate with me, awesome. Happy to have you here. And if you don't, that's okay. There are a lot of wonderful readers out there. Do your thing, because that is you being authentic. That is you going out and saying, I'm searching for the person with who I resonate. And if I don't resonate with X, Y, and Z, I resonate with A, B, and C, great. Go do that. Because that's how you're going to get the most out of the reading, the situation, even down to our accountant. I dropped an accountant I had had for, 15 years last year. And I'm like, you know what? They don't resonate with me anymore. We went and got a new accountant this year, and he's awesome. He does my accounting for the business. He does our personal accounting, everything. We've recommended him. He's great because he's authentic. Our personalities go together. So that might be what's getting revealed to you. It just doesn't feel right anymore because you're not being authentic. Be careful of that. Wolf in sheep's clothing kind of thing. Ace of Cups in reverse. You got to fill your cup first. You got to take care of yourself. Empress in reverse here. The World in reverse again. This is a beautiful depiction. I love this deck. I love it. Seal of approval. I think I'll keep it. So the World in reverse again. It's just not everything you hoped it would be. Oh, and the High Priestess in reverse. You're not listening to your intuition. What did I just go on in a 5-minute tangent about? Connect to your intuition. Nurture yourself. Put your oxygen mask on first so that you can help others. Otherwise, it's not going to work out for you. They had me turn over a card. I'm like, I don't know. Does it fit? It does. There it is. Mental entrapment. See how she's holding the rope in her hands? And the swords are actually behind her. They're not in front of her. In traditional depiction, you would see that she is blindfolded. So she has this illusion that she's trapped, that she's imprisoned. She's not. She's holding that rope and she could let herself go. Do you see any knots in that rope? I don't. She can just, it's looped over, but it's not knotted. So if she let go, she would be able to untie herself, unburden herself. So this is something that I don't want to say that you've done to yourself because that sounds really bad. It's definitely something that you're keeping yourself in. Maybe you're keeping yourself in that illusion of entrapment because you're afraid to see it for what it really is. And that could be like, no, I want to keep my blinders on because in la 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 la. I just want to keep all this false sense. Sorry guys, I need some water. Been talking for 45 minutes apparently. Keep this false sense of everything's great, everything's great, everything's great. Going through the motions, everything's great. Is it? Is it though? I don't think so. Take off the blindfold. See it for what it really is. Because though it might not feel great, it's not going to be this huge tower moment if you take care of it now. The universe won't have to get involved and clear the path for you. Not that it's going to feel great. It might hurt, especially if there is that third party situation in whatever way it is. Something's being revealed to you. Listen to your intuition. Listen to your gut. If something doesn't feel right, it isn't. It isn't. Let's see what needs healed. You're telling me 3, so we're going to take 3. Okay. Oh. Huh. Number 11, take off your mask. Take off your mask, take off your blindfold. Authenticity. What's really going on? What's really going on here? Let go. Yep, let go. Let go of what no longer serves you. Let go of the stuff that's painful. Let go of that rope. It's that meme that I've seen that is the hands holding onto the rope and it's really red and raw and maybe almost bloody. And it says holding on, and then as you start to let go, it's the hand's starting to heal, it's less red, and then at the end, you've totally let go. So it's holding on causes more pain than letting go. And then the hand is totally healed after you've let go of that rope and you're no longer getting rope burn by trying to hold on so tightly to something. Let it go. 2 and 6 is 8. 8 of Cups, walk away. Help from above. This reminds me of the 10 of Swords. Surrender. Surrender to the divine, universe, God, goddess, Yahweh, whatever it is for you. Your angels, your spirit guides, your ancestors, whatever it is for you, just ask for their help. They can't interfere on our free will, even though they're like, I really wish you would ask for some help because we can really help you here. We can reveal this to you. We can help you get out of that situation. We can help you figure out how to financially be free on your own. You have to ask. Grab some Halloween Oracle. Let's see what is inhibiting you from moving on. What's holding you back? What's that addiction? Night Song. Hidden talents. Oh, that's interesting. It's a cardinal, but it looks a little bit like a hard rock cardinal. So cardinals are typically seen in at least our culture. Cardinals are seen as messages from spirit. Also, what is... With this red, I'm hearing, what is your heart telling you? What song is your heart singing? And by night, that tells me your dreams too. So you could be getting a dream, or could be getting a dream. Yeah, a dream visitation. There we go. I just stopped myself before I got the rest of it out. You could be getting a dream visitation from a departed loved one. Mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, sister, brother, whatever it is, whoever it is for you. A celebrity, you know, whoever it might be. A dream visitation that's revealing this to you, that's telling you what's going on. Oh, I got 2. Okay. Cauldron, synergy and healing. So, yep, take the time to heal. Woo, ghost, regret. Could be a ghost from your past coming up to, could be a ghost from your past coming up to, as you're exploring this, maybe that's what's holding you back. Okay, we got there. See, eventually we get there. It could be that this situation is reminding you of something that happened in the past. And therefore you're like, no, this isn't happening again. No, I don't want to hear about it. Whether you want to hear about it or not, whether this is about someone, it could be from childhood, could be parents, that this is a repeating pattern for you. It could be an ex-spouse or lover. It could be a prior work environment, whatever it might be. Something that's being dredged up is reminding you of a situation that happened before. Just remember, it's not the same thing. And if there is a pattern, ask yourself why. Why is this pattern being brought back to the forefront? Why is this pattern showing up again? Why does it continue? And what can you do to stop that continuation? No, they're telling me, hold on. All right. Vampire cards. So excited. I love it. I love this deck. I was sitting with it earlier and really just kind of taking in the imagery and kind of feeling into, which is nice about, I mean, you can do it with tarot too. It's a little faster because tarot always has those 78 cards. It's a fixed system. So 78 cards, major, minor arcana, 4 elements. So it always suits earth, pentacles, air, swords, water, cups, fire, wands. Always has those same cards. So you can kind of just feel them, and that's what it is. Oracle decks are always unique. They're as unique as the author. And they're themed. So like this one's vampires. And it's about healing. It's so fascinating to just sit with each card and see what you intuitively get from it. It's so fun. I love it. And I don't think that you can really see, but my tablecloth is, I got a couple Halloween Gothic kind of tablecloths. This one's got skulls and ravens. I love ravens. Very much like Edgar Allan Poe-ish. Makes me happy. I know. It's weird. All right. Let's see what the vampires have to say to us. Outsider, misfit, loner, and wanderer, number 22. So you might feel that way. You might feel like this isn't resonating with me anymore. You might go through and do some of that healing and you're like, you know what? That's not who I am. Or because of this, maybe you're feeling like nobody in my family's ever been divorced before, and you're the first one. Or maybe you are reevaluating your religion and you're just not sure that this is, everybody in your family's Catholic, and now you're like, I might want to go and be Buddhist. Something totally different than what they're used to. Embrace it. 22 is also a master number. Creator, catalyst, maker, mother, father. So this is all about the magician energy. What do you want to create? What do you want to do with your life? Just because, and look, see how the creator's looking at the misfit? Embracing it, being okay with not fitting in, because sometimes that's what it takes to break a cycle. Like this, breaking that programming, breaking those patterns of what's no longer serving you. Woo, nightmare. This is the 9 of Swords to me. So you could be having nightmares. I mean, that dream visitation might not be pretty, or it could be that you're having a lot of nightmares. Maybe you're thinking this situation is a total nightmare. But this card is actually about protection from those bad dreams. I've been having continuous psychic attacks. The same person keeps coming in over and over and just absolutely bombarding me and almost torturing me. Like, what do you want? What are you doing here? Why are you continuously, like, this person's never harming me physically. Like, I don't feel physical pain, but it's like, what are you doing? Like, you're mocking me in some way. And really, in my waking life, when I reevaluate it, I realize that I'm actually being protected because I'm not being hurt physically in these dreams. And I can take a step back, though I'm feeling like an outsider. And I'm sharing this with you because maybe this will help you to kind of understand something going on in your own life. That as I'm evaluating this nightmare and it's not the same thing every time, it's just the same person every time and the same general theme of mocking me. It's because this person is threatened. Like, and I get it, I know why. But because this person keeps coming to me and trying to like knock me down or make me feel unworthy in some way, it's to make themselves feel better about their own situation. So I got myself some beautiful stones, and one of them, because my dear friend Joy Mitchell, the Crystal Den, she ships all over the place, so go check her out on Facebook and Instagram, the Crystal Den. She's in Ohio, and she recommended this beautiful stone for me that is all about protection. And guess who didn't have a nightmare last night? Yay. Death Rights. I just happened to see this on the bottom of the deck. So this card is about departed loved ones, like saying goodbye, so walking away. And it's also number 11, so there you go again with an 11 card. And your departed loved one. So for some people, there's a departed loved one that's coming into your dreams and they're trying to help you. So allow them to help you. All right, so now we're going to do spell casting, and I'm going to do one for each of the zodiac signs. So here we go. I'm going to start with Libra this time because happy birthday, Libras. Whether your birthday was in the end of September or here in October, happy birthday. All right, so Libra. To come out. Ooh, confidence. Hey. So have the confidence that you need to get through this, through whatever it is that's going on for you. Have the confidence to get through. Spread your wings. It's a beautiful card. See your own divine light. Scorpio. And with this being the Spellcasting Oracle, if you're having any issues around any of these cards, so Libra for confidence, if you're not feeling very confident or if you need some help with that, just ask. Scorpio, grieving. Well, isn't that fitting considering you guys are the Death card? Again, I didn't assign them. I'm just the messenger. Look how beautiful that is. Oh, I love that card. So grieving, you could be grieving the end of this situation, a departed loved one, whatever's going on, you could be grieving through this or because of this situation. So be gentle with yourself, honor yourself. I am a certified grief recovery specialist. So if you need some recommendations on some books or how to find a group in your area, I can help you with that. Sag. You guys just fell right out. Protection. Oh, and she looks like Gaia. Beautiful. Okay, sorry. I should share the card with you. It's beautiful. Beautiful. You are divinely guarded and protected. So if you need some protection while you're doing all of this, or the nightmares that you might have going on, seek out some protection. It can be a simple prayer to God, Goddess, Universe, angels. Archangel Michael's great to work with for protection. Capricorn, lighten your load. Okay, yeah, you guys are really good at trying to bear all of the burden. 10 of Swords. Let it go. Let it go. Lighten your load. Yeah, look, it's Atlas carrying the world on his back. You have the weight of the world on your shoulders. Let it go. Release. This situation's been burdening you. Let it go. Aquarius, closure. So I'm very careful with that word. I think it gets thrown around too much to, it gets too far away from what it really means. Sometimes you just need to close the chapter, not the whole book. Sometimes you do need to close the whole book. So whatever that means for you, getting closure in a situation and just moving forward, letting it go. It's another one, let it go. Pisces. Oh. There's no way you guys didn't see that unless you weren't looking. Oh my gosh, that was hilarious. Friendship. This is the positive side of the Three of Cups to me. This looks just like that celebration. How beautiful that is. You have friends who want to see you succeed. You have friends who can help you through this tumultuous time. If you feel like I can't get out of this situation because I wouldn't have anywhere to sleep, call on your friends. Believe it. There are people who want to help you, whatever it is. Invest in your new business, help you get out of a situation that's no longer serving you. Just be there to listen, to celebrate with you when things go great. You could be coming into some new friendships too. Aries, trust. Trust. Trust yourself. Trust your own intuition. Know that your intuition will never guide you wrong. Your higher self knows. Your soul knows. I say it all the time. Your soul knows why you're here. Your soul knows why you came to Earth during this time and what you wanted to accomplish. Trust the process. I posted that on my Facebook page earlier on Willow Tree Healing, so go back and check that out. Beautiful. Taurus. Forgiveness. Forgiveness. Sorry, I thought another card flipped open. It didn't. Do you need to forgive yourself? Someone else? The situation? Forgiveness, much like gratitude. Gratitude is the secret ingredient to manifesting. Forgiveness is the secret ingredient to healing. Because even if the other person, there goes my nose, even if the other person doesn't deserve forgiveness, or they never asked for forgiveness, or they're no longer on the earth plane, you can still forgive. Because when we're able to forgive ourselves, another person, a situation, whatever it is, when we can forgive, we're taking back our power. And we're saying, you know what? I forgive you. Well, I'm not sorry. You don't have to be. You're forgiving the situation, even if it was something that was what would be considered by society something kind of nasty, like an abuse situation. Even if that person never asked for forgiveness or isn't sorry, you're forgiving their higher self. You're forgiving them for hurting you. I forgive you. It's an honorable act. Taurus, I don't think you would have any issues doing that. Cancer. Woo, courage. Hey Leo, but Cancer. Beautiful. Have the courage to be yourself. Have the courage to do what makes you happy. Have the courage to Six of Swords, to move on. Beautiful energy. Speaking of, hey Leo. Commitment. Woo. So for some of you, this is a commitment. For some of you, this could be a commitment to yourself, a commitment to your journey, to your life purpose, your soul mission, the divine plan, whatever you want to call it. Nice. And Virgo. Okay, you're going to get two. You also got commitment, so same thing. And it wanted to stick, so I took it as well. Financial health. So that beautiful tree there for an earth sign, gorgeous. Maybe for you, it's commitment to financial health. Maybe your double energy is overspending or frivolously spending, not being careful. I'm gonna go out and buy a new car even though I don't need one, and get myself into a 5-year loan when I don't even have a stable job. You know, that clear canceling, that kind of energy. Or just like shopping a lot, just not being careful with your financial resources. So make a commitment to do that this month. Gorgeous, guys. All right. That was a beautiful reading. I know it was long. It always is for the full month. There's always a lot going on. So thank you all for hanging in there and sticking it out with me. And I hope that you have a fabulous month. As always, if you would like your own personal reading, please feel free to contact me, and follow me on social media, like, share, and subscribe to this channel. And have a fabulous October. Watch for the additional readings. Take care.